Welcome to another video. This will be regarding CATIA v5, and let's take a look at some new features that are now added. So I'm currently over here within Imagine a Shape workbench. If I will select, for example, this shape, I will press space to enable this, and now I will click on that shape. We're gonna see over here that we have this cube added, so we can rapidly change the selection mode over here, either brush, lasso, stroke, or rectangle. We can also change over here the visualization. So as you can see over here, now I can see those with the following line. So that will be for those lines that will not be visible. If I will go for view and select all, this will be the following. View and select front, this will only select those elements in the front. Now, depending on the view over here, we're gonna see that it will change like this. I will just go over here to the side and I will create over here a new sphere. I will have this translated. And let's take a look over here. So view and select all. So I now have the possibility to select that bottom section. If I will go to view and select front, if I will now do a rectangle selection, now this will deform like this. So you see that that point is not actually being selected. So that will deform the shape. And we also have a view and select front. And now if I will do a rectangle selection like this, if I will move those, we're going to see that in this case, again, that point will not be selected. So depending on the orientation of this will change. Now, other major changes, we have over here the 3D Experience platform. So we can also connect to that. And there are some slightly changes maybe to Digital Shape Editor. We have over here the additional file formats that we can import. So we can see over here, these are the file formats. Now, depending on your version of CATIA v5, you can also have additional elements over here. But still, for the most important features, those will only be available within CATIA 3D Experience. That means also newer file formats. So if I will go and I want to save this as, we're going to see over here, for example, on my desktop, these are the file formats that we can save. So we don't have the newer file formats, for example, GLB or GLTF, those extended reality file formats that will allow us to transfer the files toward VR, AR, and mixed reality applications. So we are still using the same legacy file formats, STL, IGS, step files, and over here everything is legacy. So 3D XML, CATIA graphics, so the file format WRL, this is also no longer being compatible with the newer version from Blender. I think starting from Blender 4.1, they decided to remove WRL support. So again, mostly we're gonna see over here a lot of legacy file formats. Other than this, I'm pretty sure there are many small changes. For example, I know that within Freestyle, within the feature that can define net surface over here, we have additional settings added. So those are, let's say, some additional changes. But other than that, this has the same functionality like the older version. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this kind of content. If you know additional features that have been added within the new version, let me know in the comment section. I will discuss those within a separate video. I will also add a similar video over here on the left side, and I will also add a subscribe button to the right. So that's it. Thanks for watching.